Distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Well, Irving is an excellent facilitator. He's going to have those big openings. He'll take advantage.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
To the middle. Here's Gafford. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson. Outside for Davis. Here's Gafford. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Gafford's gotten his second bucket of the game.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
To the inside. Stolen by Davis. And now the Mavs on the run. The offensive rebound. Irving for 3. First shot won't go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
From down in the low post, it goes. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And here is Irving. Pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That's a great sign. Clay up there and rocking the rim.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Washington outside. Thompson outside. To the paint. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Tenacious on the inside. Davis great at getting interior positioning and then capitalizing.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, A.D. put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And the shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go. And in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, you can't keep up with him.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Bucks making a change here. Down low. Pass to Gafford. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by Portis.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And here is Irving. Inside. Gafford. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Portis outside. Portis a screen to the paint. Davis with a rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucs switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Well, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Porter with the steal. Green for three. Knocks down the triple.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
To the inside. Pass to Gafford. Outside Irving. With the teardrop. And that one drops. Irving's got 6 points.
Really taking charge of the game. Largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
That one goes. Count it. Give him 8.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And both free throws good for Green.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Christie. Drains the triple.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Out left to the wing. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Trent. And here comes the break. Green for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Christie. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Portis. And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best six-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Antetokounmpo has got 4 points now in the quarter. To the middle. Porter with the steal. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Milwaukee shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Dallas leading by 6. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Trent for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And he comes up with a bucket. Portis has got his first basket.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
The three from Washington hits the trifecta. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Pass to Lopez. The kick out to Kuzma. Lillard up top. Down low. And stolen by Irving. Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Back to Irving. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Washington with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. Here's Irving. Here's Gafford. That one's wide left. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 12-3 run. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Misses again. Now 0 for 3. Irving looking around. Pass to Powell. To the paint. Here's Gafford. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Gafford's got 10 points in the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
Irving, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Lillard double team. Pass to Lopez. Here's Prince. 5 on the clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor and the physical nature of his play. You got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. 46 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And Irving gets it to go. 10 points for him.
Oh, great concentration from Irving. He's focused on the rim, not the contact. Love it.
Lopez. Off target from the baseline. To the inside. Gafford with the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot goes.
Pretty close to impossible to stop Lillard inside like that. Just too shifty.
To the middle. Pass to Gafford. Washington outside. Here's the 3. He gets it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Mavericks ahead, leading by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Antetokounmpo for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him, or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can, but inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate you.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, you've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks.
Love the aggressive play right there from Kyrie when he gets into the paint. Determined to score, but for sure get contact.
Both free throws good from Irving. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Antetokounmpo outside from the arc. He can't hit that time. The Mavericks lead by 3. And the shot's good by Irving. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
And Kyrie looks to be ready for anything that the defense is throwing at him. He's in total control.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo for 3. Christie with a rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. First one falls for him.
It's got to be something else to be a teammate of Irving's. What a generational talent.
Both free throws good from Irving. Milwaukee with the ball. They trail by 7. Here's Porter. And Davis with the block. To the wing on the left. Antetokounmpo outside. Trent from long range.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
They get the rebound. That shot off.
Using his size to full advantage, he beats everyone to the ball.
Pass to Porter. The 3 is up. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Thompson outside. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Totally reactionary, not even thinking about it. Klay Thompson playing with some confidence.
Inside. Sims. And that time also a missed shot. Dallas leading by 10. Here's Davis. The big man, AD, down low.
Good spot where Davis can operate. He has the ability to dominate down low.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And so Porter will bring it up for Milwaukee. Fires the 3. And another miss by Milwaukee.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here.
Oh, Anthony Davis, emphatic.
Is Davis competing in the All-Star Slam Dunk contest? I give him a 48.
And Porter hits from deep. Porter's got 5 points.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Davis down low. A tough finish inside from Davis.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
And the shot goes in.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to Marshall. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Dinwiddie. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Gotta love guards that can finish inside. Is Dinwiddie on that list? Absolutely. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Down low. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home. That gives him a double-double.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Yeah, crafty play by Porter, tripping up the defense and opening things up for another guy.
Snatched up. Pass to Davis. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. He's got 13.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, good whistle there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Trent hits them both. Dallas leading by 14. Dinwiddie outside. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Yep, count it.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, Coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Dallas leading by 14. Here's Dinwiddie. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Lillard. Misses the three. Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Now Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? The kick out to Kuzma. Now Lillard. He's guarded by Exum. A nice shot by Lillard.
And Lillard refusing to be denied.
Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. Pass to Lopez. Out to Lillard. Lopez, the screen. The three for Prince. Lively grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 16. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Damian Lillard picks one up.
They knew the contact was coming, but Dinwiddie not afraid.
Both good from the line that time. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Kuzma. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Here's Exum to the left side wing. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Here's Lillard. And another miss by Milwaukee. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Dallas leading by 21. Here's Irving. Pass to Gafford. Outside for Davis. From downtown, they grab their own miss. Irving for three. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
He could really beat you up from deep. Irving, such a sharp shooter.
They can't stop the run with that one. Washington outside. Back to Irving. To the paint. Gafford. Outside for Davis. And the three-pointer goes.
Good aggressiveness from Anthony Davis, ready to shoot it as soon as that ball touched his fingertips.
The three from Prince. Fires in the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. Now, you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Tries again. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
It's Milwaukee with a rebound. For three, here's Lillard. The shot off that time. And so it's Dallas with it. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Mavericks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Davis.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
And another miss by Milwaukee.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Out to Thompson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Antetokounmpo for three. Hits a three-pointer.
Giannis not afraid to stretch it out that time with the three ball.
Here's Irving. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Pass to Washington. There's 21 seconds left in the game. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Shot clock at 5. They get it again. Davis with room to shoot. And the shot no good. A bit short. Now here's Lillard. The three. Off target with the shot. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll do it, folks.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. 76er fans are making noise here at the Wells Fargo Center. We are in Philadelphia. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. That one drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got the first basket of the game for the Bucks.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams. So expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Nobody near Lillard. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute, and as you would expect, their focus on defense is Damian Lillard. He said Lillard's smart. He's seen every defensive look there is, so we can't get fancy. Our main thing is to be ready with help defenders inside. We can't allow him penetration. They're hoping to limit the damage he can do at the rim. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Back to Embiid. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And here's Giannis. Lillard outside. Back to Giannis. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Giannis has got 6 points.
Known for his scoring, there, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
Out to the right wing. And stolen by Kuzma. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Maxey. George looking around. Pass to Embiid. Down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Oubre. Over Lopez. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Lillard. Takes it inside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's McCain. Hits it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. And Lopez throws it down.
Oh, give credit to Lillard there. Outstanding work of recognizing the defense over committing.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
That one falls.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
.122 left here in the first quarter. Oubre can't get it to go. And Milwaukee has possession. Maxey with it. Guarded now by Prince. To the inside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. To the right side. Back to Oubre. Off target with his three. Prince wide open. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
when he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
There's the pick. Outside for George. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Here's Kuzma. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And such a determined scorer. When challenging the defense, Kuzma won't take no for an answer.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Nice shot by Portis.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Bounce pass, Butler. Here's McCain. From down in the low post, it goes. McCain's got 5 now.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
The Bucks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
He's off on the second. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Bucks on top, leading by 4. Live from Philadelphia. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Milwaukee.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Shot by Grimes, no good. Outside, Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Green's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Drummond a screen. Pass to Bona. Now here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Trent with the wide open look. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The 76ers trailed by 5. Three-pointer, Butler. It's hauled in by Giannis. And so it's Milwaukee now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Right side, Porter. Outside, Green. Back to Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Drummond, a screen. To the middle. And stolen by Portis. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name, the Freak.
And stolen by Portis. Giannis inside. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Pass to Grimes. Offline with his 3. Bucks leading by 9. On the wing, Porter. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. .157 left in the first half of basketball. Hands it from downtown. Porter's got 6.
Each year, Porter just becomes more efficient and more deadly.
Left side, George. Pass to Oubre. Outside, Butler. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Portis. And here's Trent outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And got to be confident in that mid-range, and Paul George certainly is.
To the paint. Here's Portis. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The 76ers trailed by 13. Here's Butler. Outside, George. Trains the three-pointer. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you love the way that PG can get you a bucket on and off the ball. That versatility speaks volumes.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
26 seconds left to play here in the half. The kick outside to Butler. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Wow, the finger roll. Sometimes a soft finish like that makes it even more painful for the defense.
There's 10 seconds left here in the second. Pass to McCain. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Lillard. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got the first bucket of the third here for the Bucks.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. The 76ers trailed by 15. George up top. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And how about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots. How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Bona. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. It's a 14-point game. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The three-pointer, no good. Inside. Here's Kuzma. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Kuzma's got 4 points in the quarter.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Kicks it out to Maxey. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop. And Kuzma slams it in.
And love to see Lillard get the fast break going. He's a quick thinker with great hands.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Driving to the basket. Pass to Grimes. Banked in off the glass. Grimes has got 5 points so far.
Such great feel for the game and where his teammates are. Maxey letting his basketball IQ take over.
So both teams changing it up here. Milwaukee leading by 13. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one. Slamming it down with authority.
1:06 left here in the third quarter. Here's Maxey. That one goes. Count it. 8 points for him.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And that one's good. Green. And the Bucks lead by 15.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Butler from outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Grimes. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Pass to Sims. Rebound by Butler. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Throws it up high, and he goes in for the dunk.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. It's good from the top of the key. Porter's got 4 this quarter.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
They set the screen.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And so it's Milwaukee looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got the... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The 76ers trailed by 13. Here's George. Count that one.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Cans the 12-footer. And here are the 76ers now. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Pass to Connaughton for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And here's George for 3. Good on the triple. George has got it back down to single digits for Philadelphia.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
To the inside. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Milwaukee leading by 8. Oubre with the steal. Picked off in midair. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. For 3, Oubre. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Pass to Embiid. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
Lillard with the bucket.
The adjustment. Man, what a finish.
The 76ers trail by 8. Oubre outside. Going inside. And the layup's good off the glass. That's now 8 points for Kelly Oubre.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Livingston. And Embiid with the block. Outside, George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. From deep, George.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Now Lillard. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Now, here's Kuzma. To the paint. There's Portis. Off target with the jump hook. The 76ers trailed by 6. Outside, Maxey. Outside for George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And George drops them both.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Lillard outside. This one for 3. And it's Bono with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Maxey on the wing. Oubre outside. Over to the wing. Count it, and the foul. It's on Damian.
The guy you want to have the ball. Embiid, this man is a superstar.
And Philadelphia making a change here.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Here's Lopez. Another shot. Count it! There's 53 seconds left in the 4th. Oubre, lights off. The 3 from George. It drops. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Pins outside. Lillard outside. To the middle. There's Portis. It counts.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Never one to turn down the big moment. Joel Embiid knocks it down.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Broke loose. Oubre with the steal. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. So both teams making some changes here. Maxey with it. Over Prince. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here is Lillard. Launches a 3. Taurean Prince, and that's good. Prince has got the first points here in the overtime period for the Bucks. Maxey with it. Guarded now by Prince. Here's McCain. And that's good. Lead pass to get it done.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
Now the 76ers on the break. Stolen by Prince. Three-pointer Lillard scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
And Giannis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Lillard. And Damian Lillard throws it down home.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
At the top of the key, Embiid. Pass to McCain. Embiid with it. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Wide open look. That falls. Nice speed that time from Jordan. 15 points for Joel Embiid.
Just another thing that makes Embiid unguardable. He can hit shots from any spot on the floor.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 1. Oubre on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Lillard scanning the floor. Maxey grabs the miss. And here are the 76ers now. Out to the right wing. Embiid wide open. It's good from beyond the arc.
You must respect Embiid's range as a defender. He'll make you pay.
Oh, what a move! Giannis!
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
From deep, George. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 5. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Pass to George. Sims with the rebound. It's stolen. So the 76ers win it. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And it's the Knicks to start out. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Towns. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's Harden. And there's the drive. And then Harden with the jam.
Well, James Harden's ability to put it on the deck and get to the cup is elite. And because of that size and frame, he's going to finish most often.
Here's Bridges. Back to Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. First quarter of play, a minute in.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Tries a 9-footer. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
The shot by Towns, no good. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. He's focused on what they need to do to stop James Harden, saying they need to be aggressive defensively without putting him on the line. Once he starts racking up the freebies, the game slows down, he gets into a rhythm, and from there, it's a domino effect.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Brunson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Now, this is what makes Jalen Brunson special. You've got to knock down contested shots. Mr. Brunson up to the task.
Leonard can't get it to go.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Pass to Tucker. The kick out to Brunson. Now Towns. Leonard defending. Here's Tucker. And slam dunk by Tucker.
Now, that's what you call an intimidating finish. Tucker's explosive leaping ability on full display, guys.
Here's Harden. Pass to Leonard. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
Now here's Brunson. And he drives in, lays it up, and banks it in. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
Here's Tucker, and it's off from three-point range. The Clippers lead by 5. Here's Leonard. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Once Kawhi Leonard gets to the interior, this guy's so tough to keep from scoring.
Brunson surveys. Towns on a screen. And Brunson, here we go. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll tell you this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game. Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer, and boy, this guy can light you up.
Jones sets a screen. Outside Bogdanovich. Over Bridges. And again, it's the Clippers.
Well within his arsenal, Bogdanovich doesn't hesitate when given the mid-range jump shot.
Here's Towns. Shoots over. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
To the wing, right side. Baseline jumper. Towns. With a rebound.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And Towns slams it home.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Inside. Here's Jones. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That's good from Jones. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
Down low. It's stolen by Dunn. He launches a three. And Tucker pulls it down. Knicks trail by 6. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning. Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
It's deflected. Right side, Jones. Another shot. No luck on that one. Hey, Tucker with the defensive effort. Anunoby on the take to the middle. And it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. The Clippers in the lead. Three-pointer, Harden. He buries it from three. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
Towns on a screen. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. He's got 10.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
To the inside. Outside for Harden. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Doris looking back at James Harden's time in Houston. What an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
Outside Payne. Pass to Achua. Back to Payne. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
The drive by Harden. Leonard on the wing. Look at Leonard, dialed in from deep.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
Pass to Achua. 1:24 left to play in the first half of basketball. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Here's Harden. He's got 12. Leonard outside. There's the triple. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Here's McBride. Driving in. Rebounded by Dunn. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Outside for Harden. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
And James Harden, simply stated, is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
Outside Robinson. It's Hart on the wing. Still no points. Can they get it? Puts the move on. And a big finish by Robinson.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Pass to Leonard. Achua with some nice D.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. Helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
Pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Zubac, screen to the inside. Out to Leonard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's Brunson. Give him 8. Tucker with a screen. Bridges outside. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Dunn. Out to Powell. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants to review the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. From deep, here's Simmons. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And Towns has got the ball here for New York. It's a 10-point game. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
New York shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite 3-point shooter, low scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Here's Bridges. And a nice finish on the layup.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Here's Coffey. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 8.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Anunoby for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Anunoby's got 5 now.
What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the 3-point shot in response. Wow.
Basket counts. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. Outside Brunson. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Karl Anthony Towns putting on a show on the offensive end of the floor. Legit 3-level score, and he's got it all working.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
And it's powered home by Towns.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Clippers making a switch here. The Clippers trail. Leonard outside. So good near the hoop. Leonard.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And so it's New York with it. Outside Anunoby. Kicks it out Towns. To the middle. Bridges. Al pulls it in. They trail by 1. Right side Jones. Down low. Here's Eubanks. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Jalen Brunson picks one up. Los Angeles shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have. It's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
Brunson with it. 11 points in the game. Now Towns. Just 3 on the clock. It's Brunson working inside.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 1. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Brunson inside with the finish.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Simmons. Counted. Simmons has got his first basket.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Outside Brunson. Here's Bridges. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Here's Jones. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Clippers lead by 1. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Batum outside. And it's New York with a rebound. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Now here's Towns. Outside Hart. 3-pointer. Connects from downtown.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. Coach delivered some inspiration for his team. He said, quote, "We're close. We are inches away from it. Do you feel it? I feel it. This is ours if we want it." Back to you, Ryan.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And the Clippers miss again. Knicks leading by 4. Towns outside. And it's powered home by Towns.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Outside Brunson. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Brunson's got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
Harden from outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
For 3, Bridges. Counted from distance. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth. Outside Brunson. Towns, right side. 5 on the clock. Powell pulls it in. Clippers trail by 7. Pass to Batum. Here's Jones. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Towns. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New York.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And this guy is exceptional from the charity stripe. You want a guy like Karl Anthony Towns who can knock these down as a big.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Here's Harden. There's the 3. And the Clippers miss again. New York leading by 9. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. Pass to Hart. And the layup is good off the glass.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Knicks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Drills it from deep.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that about wraps it up.